Hello and welcome back to the Guns and Glory show. I'd like to explain how little guns actually have to do with gun-free zones. It may come as a new thought to a lot of you, but let me explain. When I see a gun-free zone, I think it tells me a few things right away. It tells me that you don't really care about me. All you want is my money. Of course, we're not talking about government here. We're just talking about businesses, doctors, lawyers, the store, whatever. It tells me that you either have the lack of intelligence or lack of common sense to consider various things that are going on in the world around you, and to draw a conclusion as to what is the correct thing to do about what is going on in the world around you. If you're a doctor, that's very concerning to me, because I need you to take a whole conglomeration of information, put it all together, sort it out correctly, and come to a proper conclusion about what you're going to do with my health. And if you've demonstrated on your front door that you have the unwillingness or inability to do that, I don't think there's any need to go through that door. If you have a gun-free zone, it also tells me that you don't care about our country, or at least you don't understand what it means to care about it. You don't care about that kid who put on a uniform, went somewhere he didn't know where he was, and then all of a sudden he gets shot. He's bleeding out and he knows it. And then the wife gets a call. Some young woman in her early 20s, phone rings, and the kid says, "Hey, Mom, is that Dad on the phone? Can I talk to him?" And they gave all that up so that I could be able to protect myself, and you don't care. You're willing to put your policy over, patriotism, over the Constitution, above the law, above common sense, above credible threats, and even you're putting your policy above the Bible. And even if you don't believe in that, you're disrespecting a lot of people who do. Because in the Bible it tells you to carry a gun if you're a Christian until the second coming. But you're better than that, because you believed a lot of statistics, and none of those statistics make any difference at all if somebody's got a gun pointed at you and you don't have one. It really is as simple as that. It just tells me so much when I see a gun-free zone. And if you're a doctor and you're willing to deny me medical care because I am armed, what does that say about you? Really? I mean, think about, why would you want a gun in a doctor's office? Why would you need an AR-15 or anything else? Like, okay, anybody that's ever been killed without a gun needed one. An AR-15 would be ideal in that situation. But people go to the doctor's office, and sometimes they're not right in the head, okay? Or sometimes they're at the end of their life, and maybe they're unhappy, and they got a score to settle. Or maybe the doctor made a decision to mutilate a child, and somebody in the family didn't like that. Or they made a decision to abort a child, and somebody in the family didn't like that. Or they called Child Protective Services, and someone lost their children, and they wanted to settle it with the doctor. There's a lot of reasons that people might want to go to a doctor. I mean, look at Luigi Mangione. His problem was with the insurance companies, who shut every door in his face. Intentionally. They designed the system to do that, even though he tried to play by the rules. Can't condone what he did. But I can understand, and I don't want to be the victim of him, okay? Because I want to go to your office, or because I want to go to the store and pick up a pop. Just understand that it isn't really about the gun. It's about you.